frame and cover, and then stick in position from the center outwards only up to the curved parts of the frame. The seam must be attached to the edge of the metal. Repeat this gluing operation in the front where the top meets the windshield frame. Make sure that the marking on the cover lines up exactly with the front edge of the frame before gluing into position. Now, thread the tensioning cable through the soft top piping with the aid of welding wire. Hook on the spring and screw into position with a protective piping. After sticking the cover in position onto the sides, at the rear up to the curvature and pressing it on with a wedge, and it's important here always to rub firmly from inside out, we come finally to the attaching of the guide lip and then the lip for the rear window. The guide lip is for correcting the rear sealing edge. Then attach the cover to the C-pillar. After sufficient drying time, close the roof and check that the soft top makes a good seal with the body. Screw on the side rails using new screws. Remove the locking lever before installing the retaining strip for the sealing rubber. Apply the sealing compound precisely and carefully. And then install the guide rail. Apply the sealing compound only on the outer edge of the retaining rail for the sealing rubber on the rear side window, and firmly rivet the rail. Now install the support bracket. Screw on the support rail at the back and insert the seal. When gluing the bow, the seam should be in the middle of the bow. Fill the hollow space on the front at the corners under the aluminum strip with sealing compound. Insert the sealing rubber at the side and front. Also apply sealing compound at the front side corners. Then apply firm pressure. In this condition, the soft top must only be moved after the sealing compound is dried. Compared with the 3 Series hardtops, a few body strengthening changes have been made to the convertible. Here are some of them. For example, the windshield frame has been strengthened with internal reinforcements. The cover on the rocker panels and the A pillars have been manufactured of stronger materials. Bracing plates have been welded on at various points. The soft top storage box also required a modified partition at the trunk. The rear quarter panels were completely changed. The wheel housing is positioned 28 millimeters lower. In the final section, you will become familiar with additional installation and adjustment procedures. The two lids are controlled by tensioned wire cables. If one is opened, the other closes automatically. In addition, the wire cable keeps the two lids at an appropriate distance from one another in order to prevent damage to the paintwork. Remember that when the wire cable is unhooked, only one lid must be opened to avoid damage to the paintwork. Now we come to adjustment of this interlock. Slide the mounting in the elongated holes forward until the wire cable is tightly tensioned. You can easily check whether your adjustment is successful. The trunk and storage box lid must not come in contact when open. Next, we will look at how the front windows can be adjusted. First, remove the door panel. If the plastic sheeting has been damaged, it must be replaced before reinstallation. Open the window up halfway. Loosen the adjusting screw. Press the glass against the front guide rail. The glass is correctly adjusted when it is parallel with the guide rail. Check also for ease of movement and that the glass makes proper contact on the sealing rubber of the soft top. If not, adjust the height limit of the window glass with this limit stop. After satisfactory adjustment of the front windows, you can now adjust the rear ones. Remove the side trim after taking out the rear bench seat. The window glass can be aligned with the screws in the center position so that it moves without tension in the window guides. You can restrict the vertical movement with these three screws. The bottom one is the stop for the height adjustment. The window glass must move evenly into the sealing rubber of the roof frame. Also using these screws, you can adjust parallel movement with respect to the front window. This is the gap between the windows. It must be uniform from top to bottom. Behind this opening handle for the storage box is the screw to adjust the tension of the side window. The sealing strip of the rear side window must lie with a slight pressure against the front side window. You have now learned the main differences between the E30 convertible and the hardtops. We wish you success with this exciting new BMW.